Hey y'all, welcome back to Midwest League Podcast. I'm Ladina and I'm here with
Jennifer Magley, and I'm so grateful to be here, and I'm unusually beautiful tonight. I don't know if you noticed. It's because of KO Beauty. Shout out.
KO Beauty got us together, girl.
Indeed, yes.
I'm so excited to have you here.
Oh, thank you for having me. This is a blessing. I have never been to, really HQ here, Midwest League. You all do so much. I've seen it online, so I'm grateful to be here.
It's nothing like being here in person. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the things you do? Because I could not run it down if I tried.
No. Right now, I am the Chief Brand Officer for the Basketball League, TBL. We feed into the NBA G League. It's a professional basketball league, and the G League feeds into the NBA. So all these guys you see in March Madness, if they don't get drafted, they can come and play with TBL and still have a chance to make their dream come true.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we just got a G League team, right?
Yes, they rebranded the Noblesville Boom and relaunched them. And that G League format is kind of like junior varsity for varsity.
Oh, okay.
So I guess the Pacers, this is really a really great example. There have been a lot of injuries, unfortunately, this season for the Pacers. So a lot of those players that are in the G League get called up, which means there's a greater chance for players that are in our league to then bump up to the NBA G League. And it's owned by my mom, who is the first Black woman to own two professional men's sports leagues. I know. I feel like we should.
For sure.
Amazing. I love my mom. I'm a super fan, obviously.
What is that like growing up with a mom that's in professional sports?
It's wild because she used to be in music, but her heart has always been to serve people. And here she is at 60 years old with $20, went into the bank and started an entire professional basketball league. Now, my dad played in the NBA.
Okay.
But it's a God-given vision for her. And so anybody that has a dream, it could be the dancers, the statisticians, the coaches, they can come to TBL and have a chance to leapfrog into that next level.
Okay, yeah, because I've been telling people, like, if you're into sports, think about all the other parts of sports that you can be involved in. Like, you don't have to be a player to really be a part of that industry.
That's right. And I feel like we're seeing that a lot with the agents, a lot of Black women, even in the NFL with, I won't name any names, but some agents, they've been negotiating some exceptional contracts. And I feel like that is a really big part of the industry growing as a whole. Is realizing that, okay, it's not just about the athletes, it's about the trainers, it's about the attorneys, it's about the managers and the agents and the firms and the social media. I mean, social media is its own thing. I don't know if you saw, like, even Pascal Siakam hired a creative director just for his brand. So it's a huge industry now.
They've got him looking good, too.
I know, when he didn't have those eyes rolling back in his head. Like, remember the playoffs when he went like Dune mode. But yes, that was amazing.
I've been seeing him out moving around, getting active. Like,
oh, good.
He was at the Brickyard when Bubba won.
Oh, okay.
So just like up there, just in the mix of things. I think that's so cool whenever the players get involved in other sports.
It is. And last year, around this time, I was so excited because I got to be an MC with WWE.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to introduce Tyrese Haliburton.
Okay.
So to mention, like, athletes being active, he is a huge fan of WWE, as am I. Actually, just to get controversial from the get, I don't know if you knew, but our current leader of the country is the first WWE Hall of Famer.
What?
Mm-hmm. Performer, Battle of the Billionaires. So yes, it's amazing how, like, sports, entertainment, and real world are all coming together. And that kind of can be traced to this concept of kayfabe within WWE, which means you never break character. Mm-hmm. So what's interesting now is to even see our politicians not breaking character.
Yeah, and seeing what their real character is. Like, which one is the real you?
Yeah,
it's actually...
or lack thereof, So, yeah, it's a small world. But I do think that the WWE partnership for Indianapolis is massive. I'm very passionate, excited about it. Because they signed a monumental contract to be here for 8 years and have huge events here, like WWE Royal Rumble, which is what Haliburton was involved in. And then also we've got, I think Monday Night Raw is coming back in March. So, yeah, billions and billions of dollars. It's like Taylor Swift, the equivalent, coming into town every time they have a show at Lucas Oil.
And so you did a different sport, and now you're in basketball. What sport did you play?
Tennis. I was a professional tennis player and was fortunate to win like a national championship at University of Florida.
Wow.
You know, when they win a lot, I say go Gators, but when they don't, we say Hoosiers. Like we did this.
No. You have got to say that with some enthusiasm.
Listen, I was in a restaurant the other day. And this man came in and he said, who? I was like, it was Harry and Izzy.
Deep for that.
Yes, it was Harry and Izzy. I said, oh, hit the deck. I didn't know. Somebody was like, no, that's what IU, says. And I was like, I didn't even know. So I guess winning brings out the traditions that I'm not from here that I didn't know about. So yes, it's a big moment for our state. So with all the things, all the sports, of course.
Where are you from?
Florida. Well, no, that's not true. I'm originally from Kansas.
Okay.
Not as impressive, but I moved here by way of Florida. Yes. I used to train at IMG Academy. It's the largest sports academy in the world. It's kind of like the Hunger Games. So that was my childhood. You got to win.
Got you. All kinds of visuals, but the odds were in your favor.
It is definitely yeah, you gotta win. But I grew up, I'm like the era, like Venus and Serena. They were there sometimes, like Martina Hingis. And so all these tennis players came through around the same time that I did. So I was really fortunate to get to, see them, witness them, their rise. Incredible rise.
Okay, so basketball and tennis and fashionista.
Thank you so much. You know what? I am a big person that's all about the stage. And that's where I'm at and into right now is my stage quest. Have you heard of Stage Quest?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe people have.
What number are we? Where are we
Number 12.
Okay.
Yes, 100 stages in 365 days. That is
I believe
the quest.
You can do it.
Thank you.
I know you're
thank you for
do
helping
it.
me get there. So a stage is anything with an audience. Like I just booked, supposedly I'm going to be milking some cows at the state fair. That's going to be a stage this summer. I was recently on a stage with the Microsoft Excel World Championship in Las Vegas, live on ESPN.
It counts.
I mean, Microsoft
Wait,
Excel? Yes. On the computer, a sport,
Everything
esports.
is a sport now.
Everything is a sport. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. So it's been so much fun. All these things. I mean, from conferences to rally. I was the MC of that with Mr. Wonderful, Shark Tank, all the things. So conferences, galas, master ceremonies.
When you do so much, it's easy to make it sound easy, but I know you put so much work into all this.
I'm an obsessive. I'm so obsessed. And I'm a method dress. So like if it's a state fair, this summer I'm going to be wearing state fair, you're going to be like, did she just come off of the cutest farm you've ever seen? Like this is going to be so ridiculous. And like recently I won the St. Elmo shrimp cocktail eating competition.
What?
Yes. It was you're like, wait a minute, back up. What? So
It's a stage.
I'm going for these stages. That's right. See, you're right. We're right here.
I got you.
And I don't even like spicy food, right? And I trained for that. They invited me. It's just who could eat one cocktail the fastest.
How do you train for eating
Girl,
cocktails?
I was microdosing the sauce. I was going into the restaurant. I was asking the chefs, what do you do? Timing me. We were practice runs for 40 days. And we got there the night of. I was with my husband, and it was a sold-out game, day after Christmas. Pacers, Celtics. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, wait. Whoever's editing this, make sure you tag the bling.
Oh.
She always tags the bling.
the bling, I do. I always tag the bling and my husband, just in case people get confused, because sometimes they do. And we were there, and I was mean mugging those guys that I was going up against. I was staring at them. They had no idea. They were just plucked out of the audience. They had no idea that I was about to beat my chest and be my own WWE menace to society. Yeah. Prophetically, I wore red. Okay. It was a prophetic Hoosier moment. But yes, I defeated them, destroyed them even, as I said I would. So I just had to do what I said I was going to do. And I did it.
That's like your
mantra,
right?
Yeah. Nobody asked me to do it, but it's going to get done. Yeah, that's what.
Oh my
Because this is season 2 of The Quest. You knew what season 1 was to get on the Pat McAfee Show.
And I really believed. Like, it's still not over though. I feel like
there's a chance
he
could
feel
be one
like
of the
they're training in
100 stages.
Trying to ignore your posts, but I know they're seeing them. Like,
can you imagine? I know,
but they're looking forward to it though. They miss it.
I feel like you could have shut it down if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But yes, we ended it at 365 days. But for those that don't know, Pat McAfee, he is got the biggest show in the world on ESPN every day, and they film right here in Indiana in an old church, non-denominational church that they bought and revamped called the Thunderdome. Okay. And I mean, girl, we had mobile billboards, we're shooting custom t-shirts out of a Canon. We had drones, we had 360 cameras, yard sign campaigns, press releases, naked cowboys singing songs all the way from New York, just to get an answer about if I could contribute to the show. And we created 3 fake shows as pilots to get on that one show. But the cool thing is, now I'm in final talks to get those street segments called Stooge on the Street that I was doing, those street interviews, to be able to do those for different brands. Oh, perfect. So not all was lost, but the thought was if they weren't ready for a woman in the Thunderdome, they could have one in the streets interviewing sports fans. So they can have more to talk about. So I'm hoping, since it wasn't a big hail to the gnaw, that there's still a chance that they could be one of those stages, or just say no. That's available to them too.
Just answer, say something.
You could say no. You could just say no, seats taken, but thank you for your enthusiasm. And I would say, thank you very much. And, that would be the end of it.
Do they ever have women on the show?
I don't know if they have any black women on the show. I'm just going to say it that way. I have no clue. I haven't been able to confirm. I get the specific black woman question a lot, like how come they haven't had on like a Dawn Staley or Serena Williams, like actual athletes, or Simone Biles. I haven't seen any athletes on the show, but as far as like contributors, I don't know for sure whether they do or they don't. But I think it would be so much better if they did. And I feel like the conversation could really grow. You could go into more spaces when you have one more point of view. And again, not every day. This could be on social media. This could be once in a while. But so I thought, you know what? Why not me? Why not now? Let's outbro the bros and see what happens.
I feel like you did it.
I did. I mean, when I was... So towards the end, so hopeful. They have a partner in Ram Trucks. I even went to a Ram Truck dealership and cut a promo talking about, I heard everybody drives trucks on this show. Let me test drive a truck, I
don't even know how. There is no limit to your creativity. Like, are you coming up with all this stuff yourself?
Yes, and editing it and filming it and posting it, all of it with my 13-year-old son. You know what it is to work with your son. And your son's like, I can help you, mommy. Blink, blink. Yes, everything myself. And I'm just was like using my insignificance as my strength. Like, I'm insignificant. Who cares? Nobody knows who I am. It's funny because it's funny for me to go around and do street interviews with no shirt on because you're not expecting Midwestern middle-aged melanated mom to be doing that. So yeah, you tee he, I tee he too. You take your shirt off, I take my shirt off too. We're both laughing and shirtless. Why not? I don't see why this is weird. You do it, So I was grateful to see that they can take a joke.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know if they could, they give a lot out. They do a lot. And I wanted to see, can y'all take it? Can y'all take that joke back?
I loved watching you build a stage. That was such a great masterclass.
Thank you. I got invited to speak at Butler on this coming up this year, and I'll be speaking at a couple more universities, like kind of a live case study of what happens when you just give that North Star. I feel like when you have a North Star, then other people can accept you because they're not used to women behaving badly. Mm-hmm. So if it's like, no, I'm behaving badly for a reason, that's fine. And also not everybody loved the Quest. They didn't like maybe his brand and they didn't like me going for it. And some folks made different kinds of comments to me. And I was like, this is great. Because in season 2, now you have the power to put me on the stage. Since you didn't like it, okay, you put me on a stage then. Put me on.
And if you support it, put me on.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's not
either
just,
way.
Yeah, either way. You hate it, put me on. If you love it, put me on. And this is going to take me to some wild experiences this year.
Because I'm already over here calculating, like, who else can I
suggest
that should have her on their stage? I know we know a lot of people with different stages and things we might not have considered a stage before. Because
thank you.
Shrimp cocktail.
I mean, milking a cow. I just did a 1 minute, a 60-second audition to open up for Mike Epps, February 13th.
That's going to be good.
I was like, come on, come through, Mike, come on. Again, I looked at their poster and I didn't see any women for the show they're doing in India. I don't know about the other ones. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, everybody loves a big woman right now. Talking about big booty and big titties. But what about big feet? There's no love for the big foot, Nobody loves a tall big. I'm a tall big. And just because I'm taller than all those guys on the roster, on Mike's show, it doesn't mean I could be security detail, do 60 seconds and then post up at the side of the show, at the bottom of the stage. So there's an added benefit when you bring in somebody who's got a tall, big body. But that's clearly I'm biased. Well, yeah, that was my case for my 60 seconds. I was like, come on, bring in the tall big. You won't, bring in that. Because people don't think you're big when they see me, but when they see me stand up and I'm 6 feet tall, 2 inches taller than every other man who says he's 6'3", now I'm big, But yes, that's the goal. So we're all over the place. It's anything from stand up to, I might even raise an animal for the 4-H fair. I don't know. I mean, if we're going to get on the stage, if this is a thirst situation, by any means necessary. So it will happen.
What kind of animal?
I got to see what the smallest animal is. I don't know if they got any aquatics. I did meet with State Fair today. I need to meet with them again to find out, would it be a pig? Would it be a cow? But, did you see those? Have you seen those pigs that they compete and they got the stick and they're staring down each other? Oh, it'll be on your TikTok feed now that we mentioned it. Yes.
But for adding that to my algorithm.
It is amazing. Yes. So I'm hoping that basically State Fair comes around and you're going to be sick of me. I'll be a Jennifer Lewis, prepared to be sick of me for the State Fair.
I still remember the first stage I saw you on.
Uh-oh.
It was the Boss Babe brunch. And you came through with the money gun and I feel like you had an intro song and it was just the most. And I was like, I love her.
You're like, why? Okay, so that was so much fun. Doing the money and hosting the Emboss brunch because it was real money.
Oh.
You know how when you go to Usher, he got those Usher dollars?
Yeah.
No, mine was like real USD.
Okay.
And so I was like, hey, if we're going to throw out money, it's going to be the real one. And it turns out that when you make it rain, the best amount to throw in the air is $7 to $8 bills
at a time.
Yes,
okay.
I practice with my sons, so I was like, anytime they make it rain in the future, you're gonna be thinking about mommy. we're gonna take that away from them. So yes, we practice making it rain in the house. I feel like you gotta have fun. Like we live here in the Midwest. We live here in Indiana. Like a lot of people complain. It's like, well, then what are we doing to make it different? What are we doing to make this place better? You're a perfect example of that. Like, what do you feel like you're most excited about right now with Midwest Leak?
I'm working on an archive called the Leak Book. It's a yearbook.
Oh, wow.
And so because we aren't printing the magazine anymore, it's digital, this is an opportunity to still make sure, we're making the history on paper, if we ever lose the access to the internet or if it's things that get scrubbed or there's some things you could search for them right now and they're not there anymore.
You can't even find it.
So
that is true.
There is a value in print.
Yeah, I see that being this big age. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't find this. I can't find that. That's such a good point. Yearbook.
The other thing is really just the opportunity to work with my family. My family is always around, especially my son, and seeing the growth of the team that has been around me over the years. So I've always had a group of ladies that I worked with. Mm-hmm. So I guess I kind of not justifying them not having women on the show, but a lot of times I don't have men around. A lot of times it's just me and the Leak ladies.
I love it. Yes.
So watching them
and you know what? If there was a man that wanted it so bad that for 365 days he campaigned, you'd be like, I might have to let him intern for it, at least 30 days.
We had Leak men for 37 days.
There you
lasted.
Go. Yeah, they lasted one cycle. If you know, you know. Yeah, they lasted one cycle. So I was curious because the other day I saw a photo of you. I think it was a decade ago doing the baby shower, but Midwest League has been around since 2007. Mm-hmm. So my question that I was like, I gotta ask her this.
See how the tables have turned.
What
now
do you know?
Stage.
Well, what do you know now that you did not know in 2007?
How important it would be to delegate and how important keeping track of everything is data. So keeping track of every little thing, because those are the things that can help you in the future. So right now people say things to me like, well, you worked with this person and they went on to do this, this, and this. That's part of your portfolio. And I'm like, I was just trying to help people. I wasn't thinking about, let me put this in a portfolio. Or there was a point in time where we had 3 parties a week, every week. And so all those people coming through the door, that's data. The people that were traveling to town for the events, I should have been pitching Visit Indy. Like, look, we've got people coming from this many states for an event that we're throwing. So can we get a sponsorship or, but instead we were just self-funding and building community. But it would have been nice to make it more firm so people could stay connected in a more official way, I guess, like more structured, more organized. It was fun and it was impactful. It's still impactful, but that's what I would have done different back then.
That's fascinating. I feel like this year I'm like, may the shmoney come and chase me down and find me.
Manifest it.
And I feel like that's the whole thing is the data leads to the money because you are able to tell the story about like, okay, what was this? And that's the question they always ask. Well, how many people have you served? It's hard sometimes to speak to that when it's positive, when it's proactive. It's hard to measure impact. And I feel like that's something that is such an interesting point, talking about data and talking about stories. Do you miss the print version of the magazine?
All the time.
Really?
And I'm thankful that through the print magazine, I did get the opportunity. Like, we're always preserving covers. So now I'm doing covers digitally.
Okay.
But I did get the opportunity to highlight some of the Leak ladies as they moved into different career paths on the cover. So one print cover we had Miss E-Class, and she's on the radio now.
Yes.
We had Candy B, the model, who is now indie hair doctor, and she runs a clinic.
Wow.
And then in some of our issues, we have highlighted people that got their services provided for them by Leak ladies. So baby KO Beauty, she did our makeup.
I know, right?
She's a Leak lady alum.
I hope they like zoom in and so they can see how gorgeous, what bourgeois we are right now. This is a moment.
It is.
KO Beauty. Okay, I'll stop. I'm just saying. Just saying.
And then I think it kind of trickles down or up, or because the people connected to them get inspired too. So Anika's mom, she started a business recently, and she actually brought us these juices.
We should go ahead and try some of these. What do you think?
They're no sugar added. They're cold pressed juices, and I figure you know all about that, right?
Look, anything athlete and anything complimentary, If it's shrimp cocktails, shrimp sauce, and some juice.
I didn't think about that. That's a great chance to get a lot of free food.
Girl,
these contests.
Hey, well,
Which
that's
one
what
are
I
you
also
trying?
used Bumble for before I met my husband. Okay, green. We're going to try green.
That was slick.
Girl, didn't have to pay for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Okay, cucumber, celery, green apple, kale, mint, ginger, and pineapple. And I'm really honest, so here we go. Gosh, delicious. I think I just got a little bit younger.
So I'm going to try Glow Getter. This one has carrots, apples, oranges, pineapples, lemons, and ginger. This is all the stuff I would have picked at home to throw in the juicer. So it's
and you juice like that?
Sometimes. I'm trying to get better at it.
Girl, I can never clean those things, or like, you know what I mean?
That's the work. This is good. I can taste the ginger, which is my favorite part.
I love this. I'm trying to be polite because I just want to take it to the head.
I didn't want to mess up my lips. I don't want her to get mad, but.
Oh, wow. This is delicious. Okay. So how do we follow them?
No Sugar Added on Facebook and Instagram.
Thank you.
No Sugar Added cold pressed juices.
Boom.
But yeah, so I'll like taste stuff from places and then try to figure out how to recreate it at home.
That's nice.
So I was going to Georgetown Market and I was just trying every kind of juice so I could steal it. And then
you got the recipe and the glow up, and then you do it.
And so this tastes like that.
It tastes like that high quality.
I'm gonna have to try to copy it.
You have a very impeccable palate. That's what you're working with. So when do you cook and when do you sleep? Because that was something that we were talking about before. Like
you were talking about me?
You are serving the community so much. Like, when are you sleeping? When are you eating? Like, what is life?
I really have been doing a lot better at making time to sleep. And it's not by choice. It's because my body is like, it's over.
Just like powering down. Just talking about AI. It's already here. You just said, oh.
When my son was a baby, or when he was like first few years of school, I would stay up till it's time to put him on the bus working on things.
Stop.
And then I would sleep for a little bit and then get him from school. So I was like really pushing it. Wow. I started the magazine when I was in college, so I was able to stay up as long as I wanted to back then. But now, yeah.
I can't even make it through a movie. You ever watch any movies? Girls' movies watch me.
I like noise in the background when I'm working. So I miss most of it because I'm either ending up on the phone or on the computer. But just going to the theater, I feel like that's too many hours to take out of stuff we should be doing.
I feel like it's so sticky. Everything is so sticky. The floor is sticky. Everything's sticky. After the pandemic, I'm like, ugh, I can't be messing. What is this mysterious wetness in here? Like, I can't be playing at a movie theater. I feel like AMC has done a little bit of a better job.
They're my favorite.
I like them because
their popcorn is perfect.
Recline back and you can reserve your seat. I like that. But otherwise, all that fighting for a seat at other brands.
So you got spoiled from...
being home.
Yeah.
I'm an introvert. Are you an introvert or extrovert?
I am what is required of me at the time.
The ambivert.
Is that what that's called?
I feel like, oh gosh, yeah. I feel like I'm more introverted, but I don't know. Every time I see you, I'm always so inspired. You just have, and I was talking to KO Beauty about this, such a presence. Like your presence is iconic. Your patience, the grace that you have for people. It's literally when you walk into the room, you can just feel the atmosphere change. And I feel like that's a gift. Have you always had that? Like this kind of ability to create community and calmness around you?
I want to say yes, just because I have never been doing it intentionally, but I've heard people say that to me for a long time. So, and then the fact that we have only been around each other, like we can probably count how many times that we've been around each other. Yeah. And so for you to say that and so many other people to say it, then I'm going to accept it.
Yes.
But it's not a thing that I'm like consciously doing.
It's amazing. It is a game changer for, I would imagine that so many people have, every person that leaves you is probably like, I feel so much better after encountering you. Do you feel do you feel that energy transfer happen for you? Like, do you feel it because you're giving, right? So then they're receiving it. They're not taking it. That requires a certain level of endurance. Like, do you feel that you have more endurance now than when you started, or it's always just kind of been the same?
I think that I don't feel it when it's happening, but then later I might feel drained. Yeah. And so that probably is why. But I think that's been consistent across the board. So that's something that I do find myself less often wanting to go in spaces with big crowds And that's kind of different because, like I said, at one point we were having 3 parties every week. Like we had a Monday night, a Tuesday night, a Friday night, a Saturday night sometimes. So I think I went hard with the community curating for a long time. And now it's kind of here and there. And then I like our home base and having events here is kind of more intimate and controlled.
Yeah. What are you most looking forward to this year? Like 2026?
Watching my son's career trajectory.
Oh.
He has some goals that will be getting realized now that he's 21, and I'm excited to see that.
And then you just like so casually say that with your flawless popping skin, like 21-year-old. And I'm like, wait, try to do the math. You look amazing.
Don't worry about the math.
Yeah,
Don't worry about the math.
Like, you look amazing. I love that. Yeah, we have a 13-year-old and 11-year-old. So what insight do you have for me as boys, 2 boys, 13 and 11, as they transition into this next, teen stage?
What would I have told myself? Because I didn't follow this advice, but just let it happen. Like, you really can't control it. Like, it's going to happen, and it'll get better.
Yeah. I love it. I absolutely love it.
So where did you get this jacket? Because
girl, I got this jacket at a swap, believe it or not.
How does that work?
Some girlfriends got together and you each bring 10 items that are lightly worn, which is funny because I usually wear my things into the ground. So it either looks amazing or it doesn't, So I actually had up a pile of things that didn't work, and they brought their pile, and we all came together, and I got this. Can you believe that?
That's gotta be brand new.
I know. It had a tag on it. It had a tag on it.
Go.
I know. I just think they bought it for a mood, and they didn't know that it was a whole.
It was your mood.
It was my whole mood. all the time. I feel like I'm a method dresser though. Like, so whatever the moment is, I'm going to dress to that.
And I feel like I don't see the same thing twice. So you
can just rotate. I just rotate it around. I'll be like, I can't wear you unless I'm out of town or in 6 more months. And
strategy.
That's it. And I do feel like Instagram has tried to limit our ability to rewear things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. I'm going to wear it this time with a wig. And you're not going to see.
Or I didn't take any pictures in that, so we're good.
Yeah. Or like, I'm going to put it on a carousel image. It'll be the 3rd one. They won't see that.
Man, I love your strategy. I'm taking notes.
Yes. I'm like, why buy anything new when you can just rotate? Just wear all your clothes. I think that's the thing. People are like, you have a lot of clothes. I'm like, no, I just wear all of them. I think that's the difference. Everybody gets a chance in that closet.
Anybody can get it.
You gonna get this work today. You're not just here hanging around, Tired of them. Yeah. And then, I don't know about you, but I get real hot too. Especially when you get on stage. Girl, try to like sweating out of the front of my shoes.
I'm not an on-stage girl.
Do you get sweaty when you have to? Sometimes.
Not really, I don't really do it much. Like, people have to really make me feel like it's important to them.
I feel like you're so good on
to
stage.
Get on stage. And when I get up there, I'm trying to get off. Like, there's pictures where you see me telling Swift in his ear, can you tell him this? Or telling Chino, can you say that Ready Rock is sick of me?
That is so
I never
funny.
want to be the one with the mic, but look at me here with the mic. So
I think you belong on the mic. And to that point, shout out to B Swift, because he is just force of nature here in Indy. I know when I did that shrimp cocktail eating competition, he was the game MC that day, and he hooked me up so big time because he said my entire name.
Oh,
I know. So he was like, I texted him afterwards. He was like, I took to say thank you, and he's like, I had to give respect to the brand. So he's just 10 years he's been calling those games at Pacers.
I know
he's amazing.
McAfee has seen you. Like, I mean, you just do so much. Like,
I don't think they have. That's the thing,
like
is like
Pacer games.
No, I don't think they've seen any of the content at all. Maybe this will be.
They'll see this.
They're going to see this. They're
Y'all
somebody going to
tag them. Not just him. Tag his people. Tag his mama.
Tag all of
everybody.
All of them.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
And thank you. And I will be taking these juices home with me. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Because I love a juice. I got to get into this apple ginger glow and this citrus water glow.
It's hitting.
To go.
All right. Peace.
This episode is brought to you by No Sugar Added Natural Juice. Get your cold pressed juice today.